So when Hannah was born, we were expecting a healthy baby girl. That was not the case. Immediately, as soon as she was born, it became obvious to the OB that Hannah had Down syndrome. She was also very dusky and blue looking, so they immediately suspected a congenital heart defect. So our world went from expecting a normal delivery to having lots of people in the room, and we're going, wait a second, what in the world is going on?
Hannah has a congenital heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot. It's multiple heart defects kind of rolled into one diagnosis.
The confidence that we've had within the team, I think, helped us a lot.
I think over the years, we have all become a team together.
Hannah, do you like going to see Dr. Grifka's?
Actually, I loved it. He is amazing doctor.
A very typical clinic visit for Hannah is full of fun and a lot of laughs. Hannah first gets an EKG done, 13 stickers, 13 wires on her body, and she has to hold still for a couple minutes. Next, we go over to our ultrasound or an echocardiogram of her heart. That test can be quite lengthy. And for Hannah, that used to be pretty difficult. But now, over the years of learning and preparing her for some of these tests that we do, she's a total pro.
3 years before Hannah's recent heart surgery, Dr. Grifka thought and felt that it would be really beneficial for her to go through a pulmonary cardio rehabilitation program.
The creation of our pulmonary rehab program for pediatrics was really sparked by Hannah's story and Hannah's quality of life. She wanted to make sure that her care remained local here in Grand Rapids and in West Michigan. So we were able to do some program studies of other facilities that do pediatric pulmonary rehab and implement those practices here.
Dr. Grifka was confident that Hannah would be able to walk a mile. And I actually didn't think it was possible. But after around 5 months, little by little, lap by lap, Hannah finally walked a full mile. That was one of the best days of our lives. What I didn't realize is how much we would be preparing her for her next heart surgery.
Hannah had had 2 open heart surgeries already, and we knew the third one was coming down the road. You never really are prepared for it. So certainly as we knew we're getting closer, every clinic evaluation, you prepare them a little more. Now's the time to take that next step. So this is not bad news, this is actually good news because she's doing that well. We can do this next operation and get her to even better condition than she has today.
So with this heart surgery, Hannah had a pulmonary valve, but it was 100% leaking, which was also causing her right side of her heart to become enlarged. So it was time to have a new pulmonary valve placed.
When Dr. Grifka told us about Hannah's third open heart surgery and when the date was going to be, I felt really good about it because we had a plan, that we had a date. We were making forward progress. We've done a lot of work over the last several years getting prepared for it. And so really we were waiting just for him and his team to tell us when that date was. Just days after the surgery, she was up and around, still working through the recuperating period, but could tell a major difference. Really, I would call it transformative from where she was at just a few days ago to where she's at right now.
Can you tell me how you feel after your surgery?
I feel better. Before her surgery, she was very just kind of wasn't as energized as she used to be, and now she's wanting to do so many things, so energized. She tries to go on walks by herself down the street.
And Dr. Grifka, when we saw him 2 weeks post-operatively, he looked at us and he said, the best is yet to come for this young lady. And now we have, someone who wants to go for walks, and she wants to swing on her swing. She wants to do sidewalk chalk on the driveway. She wants to go where we go now instead of staying home. It has been life-changing for her and for our family.
Fortunately, the third open heart surgery was very successful. So as she comes back to clinic, it's great to hear that her activity is better. Everything she's doing is better.
It's just so moving to see her go from being so tired and sick, going through this major surgery, which was such a grieving process for us. I didn't want to see her go through that pain. And so, but through that, it's such a gift as a parent to have your heart be able to be changed as well. There really are no words in the human vocabulary to really encapsulate how grateful we are for the care that Hannah has received. They treat us like family. They treat her as if she was one of their own.
I would tell people why I would give to Metro Health is because it's one of the best investments they can make. And I think people that do support and invest into it will also have a significant return, knowing that they've changed somebody's life.
There are, in her lifetime, 900,000 children that have been born in the United States with a congenital heart defect. And these children need a lot of care, and they need care often. For this community to be able to show their support, it just means the world.